Have you ever walked into a room and realized it was your silence that made people notice you? In a world full of noise, the one who remains quietly composed often commands the most attention. And if you've ever felt too quiet to stand out, maybe, just maybe, you're holding the rarest form of power, silent presence. We live in an age where everyone is trying to be louder, to be seen, heard, and remembered. But in all that noise, we often forget the profound strength found in stillness. The ancient Stoics understood this. They believed in a kind of strength that doesn't shout or seek validation, but draws others in wordlessly. Imagine entering a room, not saying a word, yet still becoming the quiet center of gravity. Not because of flash or volume, but because you carry a calm, magnetic presence. Sounds like a scene from a movie or old philosophy? It's not. It's real. And it can start today. In this video, we'll explore the essence of silent attraction. Guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, it's not just about making an entrance. It's about leaving a lasting impression as naturally as breathing. If you've ever felt overlooked in a world that won't stop talking, this is your moment to learn how to let your silence speak louder than words. Together, we'll uncover the secrets of becoming effortlessly magnetic, turning heads without trying, all by channeling the calm strength within. And if you've ever felt like you didn't fit into the noise of the world, this message was meant for you. Don't skip a second, because you, the quiet one, might be the exception the world's been waiting for. So where does it all begin? Let's uncover it. In the next part, where we explore how authenticity is your deepest source of power. Previously, we explored the idea that your outer presence, your silence, your style, your aura should reflect your inner truth. Now let's take that further. From your clothes to your posture, and even your scent, everything silently tells a story. Start with your wardrobe. Ask yourself, what is each piece saying about me? Does it align with your values? Does it reflect who you are or who you're becoming? The goal isn't to impress. It's to express, genuinely, intentionally, truthfully. And remember, style isn't fixed. As you grow, evolve, and face new seasons of life, your expression will shift too, and that's okay. The key is to stay true to yourself through every transition, allowing your external presentation to evolve with your inner journey. We communicate so much without a word. Posture, movement, presence, all of it signals something. And Stoicism teaches us to be aware of it, not to manipulate, but to align what's inside with what's outside. Take posture, for instance. Standing tall isn't just about appearing confident. It's a physical reflection of self-respect and dignity, virtues at the core of Stoic living, and it goes deeper. Your facial expressions, your eye contact, your smile. All these non-verbal cues can break barriers, build bridges, and create trust. A genuine smile can disarm. A sincere gaze can connect more deeply than words. The Stoic path is to be present in every moment, and that includes how we carry ourselves physically. Ask yourself, are you really there when you talk to someone? Or are your gestures unknowingly pushing people away? True presence is about allowing your movements to reflect your intention, and that kind of authenticity draws others in without effort. Now let's talk about something subtle but unforgettable. Your scent. A fragrance can stir emotion, create memories, even define how people remember you. And according to Stoicism, even the choice of scent should be intentional. It's not about the trendiest cologne or the most expensive bottle. It's about finding one that aligns with your personality, your mood, and the story you wish to tell without words. A signature scent isn't just an accessory. It's a silent expression of identity. Your olfactory fingerprint. Choosing it well requires awareness. What scents resonate with you? How do they interact with your natural chemistry? What do they say about you? Do you want to evoke calm reliability? Then maybe something clean and fresh. Want to be remembered as bold and adventurous? Perhaps something spicy or woody, but above all, your scent should feel authentic and balanced, just like Stoicism teaches us to live, in harmony with our nature. And, as with all Stoic principles, moderation applies. The best fragrance doesn't shout, it whispers. It invites people in, quietly, lastingly. So how do you find that perfect scent, the one that speaks silently, yet powerfully? Let's discover it. In the next part, we just explored how scent, an invisible language, can leave a powerful impression. Now let's step into another form of silent attraction, manners that quietly mesmerize. In today's digital world, where real human connection often fades behind screens, graceful interactions become a rare and powerful bridge. But when we speak of mesmerizing manners, we go far beyond polite phrases. We're talking about a deeper kind of presence, one infused with virtue, thoughtfulness, and quiet strength, the very essence of Stoicism. True Stoic manners aren't about performing rituals for appearance's sake. They're an extension of respect, kindness, and mindful engagement. When your behavior is aligned with Stoic principles, virtue, self-control, empathy, you emanate a silent but compelling presence that others feel drawn to. Take genuine listening, for example. When you listen not to reply, but to understand, when your phone is down and your focus is fully on the person before you, you communicate something profound. You matter. I'm here. That's Stoicism made real. Through stillness, attention, and care, it's also about empathy, feeling with, not just for, others. When you're quick to offer a kind word or thoughtful gesture, you're practicing Stoic values in their most human, relatable form. These small acts don't just make you likable, they create magnetic warmth, a space where people feel safe and seen. Then there are social subtleties, graceful conversation, thoughtful gestures at a dinner table. They show not just etiquette, but respect for the people and moment you're in. Stoicism doesn't tell us to withdraw from the world. It teaches us to engage deeply with intention, presence, and virtue. To be present isn't just a suggestion, it's a powerful call to action. It means living in the moment, free of distraction, fully engaged. And yes, that idea ties directly to Stoic teachings. The Stoics taught us, focus on what you can control. Let go of the rest. When you apply this to relationships, it means being fully there with your attention, your heart, and your presence. Imagine telling someone, without words, I'm here, I see you, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. In today's world, that level of presence is a rare and unforgettable gift. Being present isn't just showing up. It's active engagement. It's listening with your whole self. It's letting someone feel understood, not just heard. When was the last time someone made you feel that way? That's the kind of moment that stays with us. And the best part, you can create those moments for anyone at any time simply by choosing to be fully present. So how do we train ourselves to do that in a world constantly pulling at our attention? Let's explore that in the next part. After exploring the power of presence and deep listening, we now turn to another quiet force of attraction: intentional mystery, rooted in Stoic self-control and inner depth. In a world obsessed with oversharing, Stoicism calls us inward. It urges us to build character rather than chase external validation. And that's where subtle allure begins. By not revealing everything at once, we invite others to come closer, to stay curious. This isn't about playing games or hiding behind a mask. It's about allowing the layers of who you are to unfold naturally over time. Think of a novel that gives away the entire plot in the first few pages. Now compare that to one that draws you in slowly, page by page. Which one holds your attention longer? People are the same. A touch of mystery turns simple conversation into an unfolding story. A story others want to keep reading. But how do you find the balance? It starts with mindfulness. Share with intention, not to fill silence, not to impress. Share because it adds value. Stoic self-restraint teaches us to draw a clear line between honesty and oversaturation. At the same time, this kind of mystery honors our inner world. Some thoughts and dreams gain value precisely because they're not handed out freely. Selective sharing doesn't mean withholding, it means cherishing. And when we do share, it becomes all the more meaningful. Here's the beautiful shift. When we talk less, we listen more. We hold space. And in that space, others bloom. This creates a deeper, more reciprocal kind of interaction, a dance of curiosity, a real connection. And once that connection forms, we're invited to broaden it with cultural wisdom. Stoicism doesn't teach us to stay in our own world. It pushes us outward to understand the shared humanity across all cultures. You don't need a passport or degrees. All you need is an open mind and a willingness to learn. Read books from other voices. Watch films that show different lives. Listen to unfamiliar music. Ask questions that push your comfort zone. Every story, every word, every cultural encounter adds a new layer to your perspective. And in doing so, you don't just become more knowledgeable, you become more human. So, how do we start cultivating that cultural wisdom in everyday life? We'll uncover it in the next part. As we step into the world with cultural wisdom and empathy, we come face to face with one of the deepest forces of human connection, compassion. In the grand mosaic of Stoicism, compassion holds a sacred space. It reflects the core virtues, empathy, community, and interconnectedness. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our shared humanity, to extend care beyond our close circle into the world. It's a call to action, not just to feel, but to act. When we show compassion, we offer more than sympathy. We offer time, presence, and care. It's a gift of ourselves, one of the most magnetic traits a human can embody. This kind of giving, stepping out of self, to help another, creates bonds that can't be faked, but it isn't always easy. Compassion asks us to sit with discomfort, to be with someone's pain without rushing to fix it, to listen deeply before we speak. This level of engagement can be tough, but it's profoundly rewarding. By opening to another's experience, we not only ease their burden, we grow ourselves. And compassion does more than soothe, it builds belonging. In a world that often feels cold and divided, small acts of care remind us we're not alone. This is the connection we all seek, and it's the foundation for real relationships. To be truly compassionate, we must allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to feel with others, to share in their pain. And in that vulnerability lies strength. It shows emotional honesty, rare and powerful. It draws people to us, deeper than words ever could. Then comes laughter. At first glance, it seems unrelated to Stoicism. But Stoicism is about living well, and laughter is one of life's purest joys. The Stoics knew laughter is a form of resilience, a way to meet life's absurdities with lightness. And when we laugh with others, we connect. In that shared joy, we're reminded we're not so different after all, and laughter, like Stoicism, anchors us in the moment. No worry of the past, no dread of the future. Just now, A laugh is a form of mindfulness, a conscious choice to embrace the present, even when life is hard, and laughter builds bridges. It softens walls. It humanizes us. So, how do we invite more laughter in? Start by not taking yourself too seriously. Learn to smile at mistakes, to find humor in the chaos. This isn't denial of pain. It's balance, a way to say, yes, life is hard, but I'll meet it with warmth. In a world that pressures us to be serious and productive, maybe the most powerful rebellion is a genuine laugh. After laughter, our light and healing companion, we now turn inward to something just as powerful, self-care as a radical act of strength. In Stoicism, self-care isn't just bubble baths or indulgence. It's a conscious commitment to nurturing our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The Stoics taught that self-mastery begins by knowing what's within our control. And taking care of ourselves isn't selfish, it's a responsibility. Why? Because only when we're strong inside can we fully live by our values, fulfill our duties, and contribute meaningfully to the world. Caring for yourself is a form of self-respect, an honoring of life itself, and of the body and mind that carry you through it. When you eat well, rest deeply, reflect mindfully, and move your body with care. You're laying the groundwork for a resilient life. But more than that, you become better in relationships, more present, more patient, more kind. Self-care becomes service. You take care of others better because you've cared for yourself first. And it's not just physical. Stoic self-care includes mental clarity and emotional steadiness. It's meditation, learning, self-reflection, anything that helps you grow inwardly. From this foundation, we arrive at something even deeper, the silent power of inner independence. Stoicism reframes independence. It's not about isolation. It's about self-governance. True freedom comes not from needing no one, but from being centered enough to walk alone when needed. You don't bend to pressure. You don't chase approval. You walk your path with calm confidence. And that is deeply attractive. But don't confuse this independence with emotional detachment. The Stoics valued connection. The key is, build relationships that honor your growth, not those that define or shrink you. Walk with others, but stay rooted in your own values. That takes self-awareness, constant checking in. Are you doing this because it aligns with your truth, or because the world expects it of you? Real independence is knowing that even if they leave, you'll still be okay. And from that unshakable ground, your silent attraction becomes undeniable. Now, how do we live that kind of independence day by day? We'll explore that in the final part of this journey. From inner independence, we return to the essence of silent attraction, the quiet strength of your authentic self. The deepest connections aren't born in noise. They arise in stillness, in the calm presence of someone who knows who they are, who doesn't shout for attention but commands it by simply being. That's the magic of silent allure. And that's what Stoicism invites us into, a way of living that speaks louder than words. When you embrace these principles, living with mindfulness, with virtue, with quiet strength, the world begins to shift around you. You attract not through effort, but through energy, through the warmth of your presence and the depth of your spirit. Others feel safe near you. They trust you. They're inspired to be more of themselves simply by being near your grounded presence. You don't need to talk about it. Your life becomes your message. Thank you for walking this path with us at Stoicism Philosophy Daily. Your presence here, your curiosity, That's what makes this community meaningful. If something stirred within you today, if a truth quietly rose to the surface, don't stop here. Click on one of the suggested videos. Go deeper, grow stronger. Let the ancient wisdom of Stoicism keep guiding your steps. And always remember, in the silence of your actions, your life speaks volumes.